welcome to the Lost Media Chronicles, the show which discusses various lost movies, music, art, you name it. You know, I'm not the biggest expert when it comes to anime. I like some series, with Your Lie in April and Psycho-Pass being some of my old-time favorites, and Oh My Goddess being a guilty pleasure. But I'm picky when it comes to my anime, and the subject doesn't interest me a whole lot. However, in the months since the day with SpongeBob SquarePants was discovered to be fake, a new piece of media has taken the reins as the most sought after on the wiki. This is the story of the 1973 Doraemon anime. For the unfamiliar, Doraemon is a popular manga character and series. In the East, Doraemon has been compared to Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in recognizability. The character was designed by manga artist Fujiko Fujio and made his debut in December of 1969. Meant to be a commentary on the over-reliance on modern technology, it details the story of a socially awkward boy named Nobita Nobi. A robotic cat named Doraemon is sent from the 22nd century to aid him. Doraemon pulls futuristic technology out of his fourth-dimensional pocket in his belly that helps Nobita either impress his love interest or humiliate the school bully. The humor comes when the technology leads to shenanigans. The series became wildly popular and spawned an anime series in 1979 that ran all the way until 2005, celebrating well over 1,700 episodes. A new series started in 2005 and even got an English dub that was shown on the Disney Channel, giving Doraemon a popular introduction to American audiences. Over the decades, fans have grown to love the series' heart and quirkiness, especially the annual specials, which involve fantastical journeys. The character has left his mark on popular culture in the East. Now, despite the very well-known 1979 to 2005 series, there's actually a very little-known 1973 series. In 1972, Nippon Telemovie Productions, a Japanese animation studio, were licensed to make a Doraemon pilot movie. The movie was shown to test audiences, which included the creators of the manga series, who were initially impressed. This gave Nippon the green light to produce a 26-episode season of Doraemon cartoons that aired on NTV from April 1st to September 30th, 1973. It had two-part segments, an A segment and a B segment. In all, 26 episodes with 52 segments were produced. There was also a rejected episode called The Dullness is Frustrating that nobody knows how far it got into production. Now, to say that the series had production issues would be a bit of an understatement. This included low budgets that caused animators to have to cut corners. On top of that, the series creators showed dissatisfaction due to the dramatic change in the characters of Nobita and Doraemon. Doraemon's original voice actor, Kosei Tomita, was injured in a car accident and had to be replaced by Masako Nozawa, who would go on to voice Goku in Dragon Ball. When Nippon approached the creators about a second season, they were rejected, leading the writers to have to rush an ending. The final episode featured Doraemon riding on a bird with the words "see you next time" instead of "see you next week" being featured in the closing sequence. Now, after its cancellation, the 1973 Doraemon series was syndicated on various networks throughout the rest of the decade. In 1979, the final channel to ever show the series, T34, was told to stop airing episodes to avoid destroying the reputation of the new series. Eventually, Nippon went out of business and sold many of the surviving prints, cells, and audio clips to cover debt. For decades, due to the shame of the creators and the success of the show that started in 1979, it was kept from the public eye to protect the reputation and pride of the franchise. Japanese viewers claim to have seen episodes from the 1979 series as late as 2012, but this remains unconfirmed. In 1995, an animation company, Imagica, discovered episodes 5A, 10B, 12B, 18, and episodes 20 through 26, as well as some episodes without audio, in a vault they had purchased. Due to copyright laws, they could not release these in any form. It is not known what they ended up doing with these prints. In 2003, the series chief, Hiroshi Shimazaki, came forward, changed his name to Mazumi Jun, and created a site detailing the history of the series. He posted many images that hadn't been seen in decades. In November of that year, he uploaded the episodes he had, which included a scrap segment in the 1972 pilot film. However, the legal ramifications were too heavy to keep them up, and he removed them under his own free will after a few weeks. The files that featured these episodes have never resurfaced. Even though tons of fans saw this site, the site was discovered in an internet archive, and the screen caps were uploaded en masse by lost media user Super Nintendo and remastered by Nutelu. Now there have been odd places where episodes and even clips of episodes have shown up. There was a porn film that was made in the 70s that had a 1973 Doraemon episode playing in the background. The 48 seconds featured are from the episode Lovely Camera. A fan also came forward in the late 90s and uploaded a VHS copy of Crazy Stomach Clock. The site has been taken down since, and nobody knows what happened to their recording. In 2008, an audio cassette recording of the show's finale was uncovered and uploaded onto YouTube. Mazumi Jun even uploaded the original opening titles, which spread like wildfire on YouTube. Now, ever since people have started searching for the video, there have been little claims and other finds all over the place. But to cover all of them will give us a headache in a 30 to 40 minute long video, so I think that will suffice for now. This was more fascinating than I anticipated and begs the question, how bad could this series be that the creators blocked its existence for decades? The answer? We don't know. We're curious to see what all the fuss was about. Was it really that bad? We have no proof to see if it's aged better than we thought. Now, a lot of members of my Western audience may be asking, what's the big deal? I'm sure a lot of Western audiences are aware of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. People grew up on him and learned valuable life lessons from his show. That's kind of the same thing for Japanese people in Doraemon. It wasn't just a wacky show with interesting adventures. It taught valuable life lessons that children carried with them well into adulthood. And while I may not personally be a fan, I do have to respect why so many people view this as important. It's a staple in Eastern culture, and all incarnations of the character need to be preserved, no matter how bad. That about does it for this episode. Join us next time when we talk about something Nickelodeon related. And it's probably gonna get a ton of views just based off of that alone. See you later. It's Pinwheel, by the way. Just throwing that out there. So that way you guys stop requesting Clockman.
Doraemon が街を歩けばみんなが振り返るよはあドラドラはあドラドラ買ってきるおつむはツンツルてんだよドタドタよはへんぺいそくだよだけどドラえもんいい男